So in this situation here, we're looking at a taco place and we're looking at two different customers. One who ordered 5 tacos and 2 sodas and spent $9.50, and another who bought 9 tacos and 3 sodas, and that order came to $16.20. So now the question is, how much does a taco cost and how much does a soda cost? Since I don't know either one of these, they're going to be my two variables, x and y. And now that I've marked down what x and y are going to be, now I can focus on making my equations. Well, again, I'm looking at 5 tacos, I'm looking at 2 sodas, and I'm looking at $9.50. To find out how much we spent on tacos, I would obviously multiply the number of tacos, 5, times the price, in this case, which we're going to call x. I'm going to do the same thing with the sodas. If I told you how much you spent on tacos and how much you spent on soda, adding them together would give you the total amount you spent, in this case, $9.50. If I look to my next equation, I'm focusing on 9 tacos and 3 sodas, and the customer spent $6.20. So I'm going to follow that exact same logic to make my second equation. And now I'm set with my two equations. Once I have my two equations, I'm going to go back. In this case, because none of the variables have a coefficient of 1, I'm going to go ahead and use my substitution idea or my elimination idea. But since I don't have a coefficient of 1, I'm going to use my elimination. So you can do this by getting rid of x or getting rid of y. It doesn't really matter. But like I had mentioned before, I'm just going to bring the 9 up and make it negative because I need 1 to be positive. And I'm going to bring the 5 down. So now when I multiply through, and the key is you're going to multiply everything through here, then I'm going to be able to add my equations. Now once I'm at this point, I'm going to simply add my columns together. And then once I add my columns together, all I have to do is divide through by -3, and I'm going to set myself up with my y value. And when I get my 1.5, I revert back, and I remember that that is the price of the soda. So now I know the sodas are going to be $1.50. Go back and plug that 1.5 back in to either one of my equations, and that's how I'm going to figure out the price of each taco. And I'll go through this step by step here. I'm plugging in the 1.5. Once I do that, I'm going to multiply everything together, and then continue to solve for x. Remembering at the end, once I have my x value, to go back and plug everything in to talk about what they actually represent. So once I have my 1.5 for y and 1.3 for x, so I know a taco costs $1.30 and a soda costs $1.50. Don't ever forget at the end to go back and represent what those numbers mean. Y being 1.5 and x being 1.3 doesn't answer the question. The question was how much does the taco cost and how much does the soda cost?